Very good, very good. Yes.
Clear.
Yes, it is very clear.
Yeah. As you can see clearly, the topic is the investment basics and the mastering the art of or side hustle, facilitated by me. Briefly, I can say I am many in one person. I'm a business person. I am an evangelist or a pastor. I am a side hustler also. I know from today onwards, some of you have not yet started doing something for yourself. You shouldn't get worried. At the end of the day, this training will be important to guide you. Even if you don't have capital, you will start a business. Business doesn't mean that you should have money at your hand. There are businesses that people are running, and even they don't have any single pound in their pocket, but they are running businesses and they are earning huge money out of it. So pay keen attention. If there's something which is not clear, please ask. Ask so that you get the clarification here, and then if you are unable to get here,
Oh, looks like we lost Patrick a bit, but then we will hold on. I think he will be back shortly. In the meantime, make sure that you stay muted, and then you can also turn off your video so that you save your data. Otherwise, if your video is on, your data consumption will be really, really high, and your mobile data may go so soon. So please turn on your data. Yeah, it's good to see a lot of you. Oh, Yeka, good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, you're welcome on board. Yesterday we were stranded.
Yeah, yesterday there was issue with network at the side of the trainer. There was heavy rain and then internet was down.
Yeah. Then, as we were waiting to be on board, we actually expect, if it will be possible, next time we should come to the office of the Excellency so that he is helped. I know his IT issues that usually hindered him in his location.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the recommendations, because usually we would have some options that we could explore. Yeah. So that's something we will consider. Thank you so much, Eka. How is Ye today?
Ye is fine. Yesterday there's a lot of rain, and he's already connected. He's connecting. Yeah.
Okay. So Ye was nice. Oh, he's again gone. You say there was heavy rain yesterday.
Yes, there's heavy rain in Ye actually. I'm almost to be disrupted, and then I also managed to catch up with the set head. Then at least, but there was his sim. I suggest where you need to actually call him privately and then help him so that he also not be disturbed like yesterday.
Fine. We'll just do that, and then the
yes.
Yeah, I'm saying looks like the trainer has been kicked out again. So let me just try to contact him.
Yes.
And see what the problem is.
Where's this Nance? Nance, is it in the country? Nance will call him so that he help him directly.
Nancy?
Yes.
Nancy.
And even is not
registered, but then she has not yet joined.
Yes, she was around.
Yeah, she was around yesterday. She was around yesterday.
Yes, actually, he talked to him. That's why we adjourned the training for today.
Okay. Let me try to contact him.
Yeah, contact her.
Cool.
Lokosa, how are you? James Lokosa?
Yes, please. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, how is
let's try to keep the whatever the forum busy a bit because we wait for him.
Yeah, I think also network has been the problem with me also.
But you are clear.
Yeah, yeah. Me, I mean, Uganda, my network is stable.
You are in UG, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Kampala, yes.
When you used to drink, we call some drinks called UG. So.
I'm not.
But I left. I actually quit drinking. I don't know whether Daniel Deng at time is drinking.
I'll one time.
Yeah, I'm in here, brother.
Yeah, I'll say.
Come again?
It has been.
I say, Daniel, I quit drinking.
Quit what?
Daniel, I'm muted. Yes?
Yes, I did not get you well.
I said,
Yeah.
Lakosa say he's in Uganda. And then I say we used to drink something called UG. But with this age, I've already quitted. I'm not no more drinking UG.
Okay.
But you need to burn down the fat. You need to burn down the fat.
Yeah, it's true. You guys, for us, actually, during the war, we did not. I am tired. I did not able to move out from here. We bear the situation. Previously, it was not easy, but currently, we are saying it's better compared to those years, 2016, 17 to 19. Early, it was different compared to these years that we are experiencing.
You are really praying for the best.
Yes,
like
this is actually
I've taken like 5 years without going that side, and I really have a love of going that side.
You'll forget the ways now. Yeah, it's not like it used to be.
Yeah, but I know it will go back to its normal one day.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, all our struggle.
Yeah.
That's why we like this kind of trainings. These trainings, once we train other guys, they become effective in their business. Somebody said actually, when the place is almost 80% business guy people, they may not think of war and then other things that will disrupt the place.
Yeah, that is it. You know, when everyone is like empowered and has something to do, it is very hard to go for those for those things, because you know you have something to lose. Always you'll be occupied on productive things. That's why always I really encourage this platform to continue giving such training so that most people will also gain the skills at least to start with something else. Because not that everything will get maybe employment from government or organization, but we also need to create our own platform so that we shall be able also to employ others.
Yeah, so once these things, you are independent, you cannot look at what to be done, what you want to do. You have your plans already set. Even you have your own strategic plan in your house.
That is it.
I'm seeing you. I'm seeing Leju is around. Leju Oliver. These guys might be doing something different.
Yeah, actually. But I see we have some ladies, Mary, Abina, Susan, Paul. Good afternoon, ladies.
Susan is muted. Everybody, after all the ladies that you are talking, they are muted.
I only spoke to Rejoice earlier. Yeah, and then we have Okumo Richard. We have Chol Mading, we have Aroka Isaiah, we have yeah, we have a couple of guys. Yes, Okumo. Good afternoon. Yeah, I see another lady has joined. Ayi Jackie.
Yes.
Yes, Mary. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you all?
We are fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm just struggling with my network. It's on and off, but I'll keep on pushing.
Is it in Juba?
Yes, Juba Tomping.
You're using digital or MTN? No worries. Is it MTN or digital or Zain? Yes, Patrick, are you back?
Patrick,
I'm using
Patrick, your
down
audio
like
is
yesterday again.
off. Oh, but MTN is supposed to be good in Tongping. I'm in Haisora and MTN is okay here.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Anyway, we hope it works well. Yes, Patrick, are you getting us? Your audio, you check the volume, check the audio settings. Probably it should be fine. So Yeka, what business are you planning to start?
I actually my brain works throughout plan for business, but I am trying to do survey. I have a little capital that I've saved with the skills that Patrick gave me last time. But I'm still doing survey, looking at. I want to do boutique, but what about the transportation from Uganda here? I'm still actually surveying that.
Oh, you are doing market research.
Market research, yes.
Ah, okay, nice. Yes, Waran is you are the one who is not hearing. Waran, your audio is off.
I don't know how can we help the Patrick guys.
Patrick, maybe you can leave and rejoin, and then while rejoining, make sure that your audio settings are enabled. And then you should allow Zoom to use your microphone and camera. Yeah. So thank you so much for the patience. I think it should be sorted shortly, and then we will get going. Yeah. Gwen Chol, what business? You are in Juba, right?
Yes, sir. I'm in Juba.
You want to establish your business in Juba or outside Juba?
Here in Juba, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. I think the only challenge in Juba is the issue of high taxation. And then rent is also expensive, especially if you're looking at a business that will need a physical presence. Rent, especially in the urban centers, rent is very expensive. Rent and high taxation, two big challenges for Juba folks. But in Yei, I think in Yei it shouldn't be a problem. Even taxation is not serious. And in some towns like Bor, I don't know how it is like in Bor. But in Bor, I saw people last time demonstrating of high taxation.
Bida? I think the label differs. In here, actually, all these systems are there of the taxations, but they don't think it to that. They don't put to that level. But all these institutions of taxations, they are here in here. They are actually Payam, county, state, whatever the republic, all these things are there, and the national, but only it differs. But now with the ASEAN, the level of money that we will get is not equivalent to what people are doing in Juba. You see, here you cannot sell a pair of trousers at 15,000. You see, nobody will come and buy it from you unless you sell from 10,000, then 9,000, 8,000. You see that? These are the differences. Much as
my friend, even in Juba, I cannot buy a trouser of 10,000 for what? Even for me, I don't buy expensive stuff. I don't buy like from 10K a cloth, like a trouser only or a shirt for 10,000. No way, man.
but as in the business, you need to encourage people to buy this type. I don't know, Susan is online. Susan Paul, what advise me?
No, my friends. I don't encourage you to be extravagant, to buy expensive stuff.
Somebody
you guys are better on the other side of Juba. Come to Bor here. Things are too expensive, man.
What about how is taxation in Bor? How is taxation in Bor? Like in terms, and then how is rent also, especially for businesses?
The rental is too expensive, and there is too much high taxes here with the municipal council.
Oh, sorry. Like how much does it cost to rent a shop there? Like the cheapest can be how much, and the most expensive can be how much, for example?
Yeah, there are some shops which are rent at around $100, which is a bit like, okay, but there are some
like 100,000 SSP now.
Yes, but those concrete shop you can even pay $200 to $300.
Wow, that's expensive for Bor.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
That means Bor is competing with.
It is getting late, Walai. Please check on the presenter and let's know what we can do next. Because we have gone.
Yeah, he's coming on board. I just communicated with him. He's coming. Yeah, but yeah, you're right, Susan. Bor is competing with Juba, like it's serious. It's damn serious. But I think I saw.
Such kind of places, there's business. I think. Yeah, in a day you cannot go without somebody coming to buy. You see, that's the better things. But in here, even sometimes you go 2 to 3 days because the population is not as before. These are the difference.
Yeah, and also in Bor, looks like the businesses for fish really goes high. I saw a news report in which one of the traders said he made 900,000 from sale of fish in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that one is true because here, if you have something to do with $900, you can get a bundle of fish. Yeah, it's good business for someone.
Oh, yeah. So if you make 900,000 SSP in 3 weeks, then imagine how much that person would make. But the problem is you will make that money and then you will have to go catch fish, which will be pretty long again before you make another sale, right?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Because we have so many. You see, here in Bor, we have so many ports where you can just get fish. Yeah, we have like 4 of them. One is in Bor, then there is another place called Bangshorot, then there is a place called Goy, then there is a checkpoint at Malit Tor. So these 4 points here, they have food. You can get dry fish, fresh fish.
Oh, nice. That's really super amazing and stuff.
Bida, can you check on Patrick?
Yeah, I've checked on him.
and you put the things in the recording. It means that what we are discussing is all recorded. What happened? Everybody's quiet. Am I out of the network?
I think everyone is waiting patiently for the trainer.
Yeah, they are afraid of recording.
No, we are not afraid of the recording. Only that we are patiently waiting for the trainer, as just stated. We are fine. Even your network is clear.
Okay, so
Yeah, Yaga.
Yes.
Yes, you say you are in Yei or Torit. Which one? Which state again? Can you please remind me?
No, I'm in Yei. I'm in Yei, River County.
What type of business can someone start it there in Yei? Like Panchol has just mentioned something in Bor. You guys are there in Bor is well known as fish, the main business that can be starting in Yei in Bor. What about in Yei? Fish is also
Yei.
there, or what are other businesses that are well known there in Yei?
In here, we don't have fish, except what we have, we just only in the merchandise. Maybe we are a store buying food like this, like currently when you have a food bought in store.
Commodities and all this, right? Yeah.
And you can get a lot of money. Then maybe you go and sell also clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what closes us is the insecurity and then the roads.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
But
How
once
about
you
buying
have
fish?
a chance of, like when you have your fish here, you look have a lot of money. But only the transport is very high, it's very expensive.
The taxes, right? I mean the state and the Payam taxes.
Not only the taxes has no problem. Only the transport, carrying them from Bor to Juba to Yei is very expensive.
It's a long journey. Yeah, it's a long journey.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these drivers take money.
Yeah, some drivers take risks because it's a business, you know. But if there are some good roads and other things that can make business easier, it will be good. Yeah.
Then we also have multiple checkpoints where you are every checkpoint you are charged.
Oh, yeah. Every 30 minutes there is checkpoints and this is so bad. I think not only in Yei, but also in Bor, because if you are transporting fish from Juba to Bor, there are plenty checkpoints. You have to pay here, you have to pay there. It's a lot of things, you know.
I think this person I've put in a screen. Let us hear from him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Actually, this is me sharing the screen, and so the presenter will be joining using a phone, and then I will have to share the screen from my ends, and then he will just do the explanation. Yeah, so this is investment. I think we have a few training objectives, and then we have this. Yeah, so I think it's a lot of discussions that we're going to have. I hope the screen is very clear for all of you.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. Yeah, good. I think this should work well now. This should work well now.
Nice.
Yeah. So thank you guys for your patience.
Hmm? Go ahead, go ahead.
You were saying something?
No, I say you are very critical. You have sent the slides to you, and then you are the one screening it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, Patrick, you're welcome, and you can carry on now.
Hello, Veda?
Yes, are you seeing the screen, Patrick?
Yes, I'm seeing the screen here. I'm actually using two gadgets. I'm using the phone and then my computer.
Oh, perfect. You can proceed.
Okay, sorry guys for that interruption. You know, sometimes technology can let people down. Yes, welcome back. Like I said, in every training, there's always a reason why that training is being conducted. But can we stop at the objectives? Yes. Number one is to understand what investment is all about and what does it actually encompasses. Number two, to understand how to carry out an investment plan. Be equipped on how to maintain your investments in case you have already started one. Be equipped on importance of investment and the different investment vehicles. Learn how to make more streams of income, and that's the most important part of it, because when you are having only one type of income or a single source of income, and when it dies off, my friend, you will always be in deep problem. And then finally, learn how to survive when. Are you guys getting me?
Yes, we are getting you, but we have turned the screen off. It's back.
Okay. Learn how to survive when you suddenly lose your job, or when you are a fresh graduate. You know, normally our parents, they give you cash when you are still in school, but the moment you graduate, you are on your own. If you are lucky, there are those who can say, let us sympathize with this young man, we give him something. But if you are not, they will say, my friend, we have paid you enough money. For now, you can stand on your own. Now, you already understand or have seen the objectives of our training. Number two, you now need to understand the definition of an investment. An investment is an asset or item acquired with the goal of generating income or an appreciation. Appreciation refers to an increase in the value of an asset over time. When an individual purchases a good as an investment, the intent is not to consume the good, but rather to use it in the future to create more wealth. For example, sometimes people misuse words. We ask a friend, my friend, where are you going? I'm going to purchase foodstuffs. If you're going to buy something for your consumption or for your direct consumption, it's not called purchase, but it's called buying. We know the word appreciation. Like currently, the common word in town is what? Appreciation, which means gaining in value. For example, when you buy land today and you want to sell it in the next 3 months, automatically the price will change. So investment is an asset or item you acquire with the intention of generating more income out of it. Next, we have, did I go to the next slide? Yes. You see somebody is raising up a question, a hand. What are the basic principles of an investment or investments? Before you do anything, there are always basic principles. Number one, you have to invest early. Starting early investment is one of the best ways to build wealth. Investing for a longer period of time is widely considered more effective than waiting until you have large sum of money or cash flow to invest. This is due to the power of compounding power. You see, sometimes you want to start something, you have a small amount of money, but you say you want to have big sum of money first before you could start. My friend, that one, sometimes you cannot succeed. The best way is to start early and they start with the what you have. Like I always advise colleagues, when you want to start something, start with the what you have. The other amount will get you when you're already rolling. Do not wait up the time that you want to accumulate a certain amount of money before you could start an investment. And in most cases, always problems keep on coming up in between. We have seen people saving, say, let me save for future. Problem comes in, the person goes and they tamper with that amount. So starting to invest early is good because number one, that amount is compounding, it is increasing in a value. Compounding can be defined as is the snowball effect that occurs when the dollar you earn investing generate even more earnings. Essentially, you grow not only the original amount you invest, but also any accumulated interest, dividends, and the capital gains. The longer you invest, the more time there is for investment to return to compound. Investing early can pay off in the long run. For example, assuming you have been in Juba for the last 10 years and you have been working. Like you see, there are two people there. This graph is showing two different people. There's one who invested $200 per month for 40 years. Then there's another man who invested $400 per month for 20 years. You realize that at the end of the day, these people have a total of $96,000 US by the age of 60. The purpose here is, for example, if you are working or you're working somewhere, you are earning something small. Always put a portion of your money, be it 5,000 for the case of Juba, or at least 10,000 to 15,000, that you keep it aside every month in your investment or fixed account. Here in Juba, most of the banks, they don't do fixed account. But when you go to Kuzbank is one of the banks that is currently offering a fixed account. The other banks, they're not offering because they know there's some other reason which is better known to them. They don't what? They don't offer. The other reason is because they have tried, but people become impatient. You have put some amount of a fund into the account for a certain period of time, reaching somewhere in the middle, somebody comes and they start what? Harassing the bank official, wanting to get back his money. As such, most of the banks in Juba, they don't do fixed deposit. Currently, the bank that I know is doing a fixed deposit is the Kuzbank. Number two, invest regularly. When you have started investing, always invest regularly. Investing often is just as important as starting early. This way, investing remains a priority for you throughout the year, not just around certain deadlines. Having a disciplined approach can help you build more wealth over a period of time. When you have an investment plan and you want a certain target that you want to achieve, invest regularly. If you have been monitoring around, you realize that those people who have money or are working, they're always more stingy than somebody who is not working. Do you know the reason why? The reason is because that person who is working or is generating more money has plans. He has put plans in all his earnings. As such, any single amount that comes in is put for a purpose. But when you take our brothers, especially the border riders, because every day they are making money. Then since every day they are making money, they assume that even if they spend that money today, tomorrow they will still get another one, which is a wrong perception. Instead of putting a small portion of money aside to cater for certain things, they don't do that. Most of them, they don't do that. The others who are doing well, and they actually at a certain level. So when you invest early or regularly, you can also ease into any type of market, whether the market is rising, falling, or it is flat. You can always maneuver your way in between. You don't have to worry about trying to find perfect time to invest by simply fixing a fixed dollar amount on a regular basis. You can buy more investment units when prices are low, and fewer units when prices are high. This is potentially reduce the average cost of your investment over a long period of time. Like I said yesterday, before we were interrupted by the rain, I did say there are some people who have been in Juba for a long period of time. May I go back a bit? Not the second one. Yes, there. There are some people who have been in Juba for a long period of time, and they are earning good cash, getting a lot of money. But up to today, this is a person who doesn't have a house, who doesn't have even a single plot. Now, because the country is developing, things are moving. Now somebody say he wants to do what? He wants to invest, which is more expensive now than when he has started early. Some of our colleagues who were here before, plots were being sold at 500 shillings. You see? Okay, go to the next at 500 South Sudanese pound or even less. But today, $5,000 cannot get you a plot in Munuki or even where I am currently in Gure. It is very difficult. When I bought when I bought this plot where I am currently, I bought it at 4,000. By then it was, but now it is valued at not less than 30,000 or even beyond. You see, so investing early is very important because it can help you do certain, and you have to do it. You have to do it regularly. For example, you see, when you look at this table, there are people who are doing different contribution. There's one contributing $5,000. $50. There's another one 100. There's another one 250. There's another one 500. You see that the one who is contributing $50 for 5 years, non-stop, is able to generate 3,300. There's one who is contributing $100 every month. He makes sure he has that money. kept somewhere. Multiply that by 12, then you multiply by 5 years. The person has what? 6,600. Another one has 250. Every month is constant. Another one is having 500. Every month is depositing. That money is putting it somewhere to generate something. He plays that for 5 years. So when you multiply $500 by 12 by 5 years, you see that the amount has gone to 33,000. What can you not do with that money? You see, and then you maintain the momentum, assuming you have a constant or a constant job. That one who is maintaining 500 per month, if he saves for 25 years, you see, he has 225,424 US dollars. That one, even if he retires from his job, he has something for his family or for himself. Now, that table alone assumes that amount that you have put there is getting for you an interest or annual interest of 4%. But of course, this one is for illustration purposes. Interest is more than that. It is more than 4%. In Uganda, it ranges from actually 5 and above up to around 15 annually. So the more money you have in your account, the more income that you get. You are just sleeping, but your money is what? Is generating something. Number 3, you go to the next. Yes, invest enough. If you have the capacity or you have some cash, volume matters. If you want to achieve something, achieving your long-term financial goal begins with the saving enough today, saving for major goals like house, post-secondary education, or retirement requires a significant thought and decision-making. It is vital to know how much you need to begin saving today to have a large enough investment portfolio for your future goals. For example, currently in the job market, I just want to tell you, especially where my area is, the area of finances. For you to be hired as a finance manager, you must have master's degree. You see, if you have bachelor's, you can be in position to have an officer's position. Other NGOs do not care. But those managerial high position, it is a must requirement that you must have a master's degree. If you have diploma, most of the positions will be assistants, account assistant, clerks. Some NGOs will be lenient if you have been working in the system for a longer period of time, maybe 5 to 10. But investing in yourself in terms of education is very important. So if you have some enough money, you want to achieve maybe post-secondary education, you want to build even your dream house, you have to invest enough so that you can be in position to have a bigger investment portfolio. In general, the more you save today, the less you will need to save in the future. You see? Most of us were taken unaware. That time when things were okay, You come, jobs were there. We didn't know that COVID was going to come in and people are going to be laid off. We didn't know that there was going to be chaos in some part of the world and then funding for some NGOs is going to be cut. People were squandering their money. People were squandering their money. So when COVID came in, they say, you guys, we cannot continue with you. We are laying off. Some people were in tears. I can testify, I have a friend who almost committed suicide because the person never invested. He never even had serious savings. He thought that the job was going to continue till eternity. You see? So in general, the more you invest today, the less you need to survive in the future, to save in the future, to achieve the goal as someone invests over a certain period of time. Your current income is a usable starting point for calculating certain long-term goals, like retirement. Like I told you earlier on the other time, I said, as soon as you get or you sign that contract, for those of you who are working, you sign that contract, you know that at a certain point, you are going off. You will either be retired or your services will no longer be required. How will you come and survive outside here when you are no longer active or working for somebody? So if you have been saving for retirement, that's the time you make use of your what? Of your money. Now, whether we go to the next slide. Yes, you see there's a question there. What amount of cash? How much is enough? You see? These questions can help you determine how much you will need to save to fund a particular goal. For example, what is your goal? Retirement lifestyle? What is the time horizon required to reach your goal? You see? Like you're working or you want to construct a house. We know that inflation is there. But always, like currently, the only dominant currency is the US dollars. If you do your budgeting or your planning in US dollars, you will never go wrong. I bought my first motorcycle in 2011 at $1,050. Today, I can still buy the same motorbike at that same price. You see? Why? Because the dollar is what? The dollar is stable. So when you are calculating something, so that you get a clue of how much money is required, always calculate in that currency that is a bit stable. Like in Uganda, the Ugandan shilling is also stable. The Kenyan shilling is somehow, though not all that much, at least somehow stable. But for our own, it is because of our dependent much on import. Ours is changing on daily basis. Now, how much will you need to attain your goal? You see, that one I've already said. And then what savings do you currently have in place to meet your goal? You see? Have you ever bothered to calculate that? If you have some savings currently, how much do you need to add onto that amount to make sure that you are able to meet your goal? So how much is enough is depend on how or on what you want to achieve, because everything has a price tag. Some people can decide to say, I want to appease myself by going somewhere for a vacation. Maybe I want to go to the Bahamas, I want to go to the Maldives. Maybe I want to go to Indian Ocean and enjoy my life there for some time. That one is possible when you have planned your life very well and you have some reasonable kind of cash. But if you have not planned well, everything will become a crash. And even when you lose your job, you will be crying like you have never worked in your life. You see? Number 4. Can we go to the next? Yes. Number 4, always have a plan. Always have a plan. Even every day before you leave your house, you always have a plan. For me, I cannot leave my house without any plan. Before I go out, I know I have plan A, B, C, D, and I'm going to meet so and so, and I'm going to this particular location. So always have plan. When markets stand choppy, you know, even experienced investors can become too focused on short terms in movements. This can lead to hasty decisions, especially trying to time the markets. For example, investors see markets raise and they jump. In buying high, or they see markets fall, lose confidence, and they sell at a loss. The key to avoid making rash investment decisions is to maintain perspective and the focus on the long term. Always be focused. I can give you an example. That period when Dr. Riek Machar was coming to Juba, there were some people who were having what? Who were having some money, and they have some plan. People say, hey, let us change this money into dollars. Others say, no, let us buy material, let this money be in form of materials. But some people say, no, let us keep our pounds as a pound, because when doctor comes, the dollar is going to come down. You see, the exchange rate is going to come down and we will have enough what? Enough USD. That was a wrong calculation. So always be focused and plan very well. Monitor the situation, monitor everything, and be on the look. With a well-structured plan in place, you can confidently stay committed to your investment, and you will always know that day-to-day market fluctuations are likely to have little impact on your longer-term objectives or on the investment strategy designed to get you there. Remember, there will always be events that affect equity in the market in the short term, but over the long period of time, market always continue to what? To move ahead. So prices will change, but if you have a proper plan, even if the market changes, it cannot affect you seriously. Go to the next slide. Diversify your portfolio. Always do not rely on one thing. Diversify. We have colleagues who are seated in Juba. They have some small business running in Yambio. They have a small business running in Wow, and they have small business even running in Nimule. You see? So always diversify. Or even if you are in Juba, you have to try to diversify your portfolio. When it comes to investing, one of the easiest ways to manage risks and improve your probability of success is to have a variety of investments. You can diversify your portfolio across different asset classes or geographical markets and industries. Why is this so important? It is important because when another industry is hit hard, by certain things, you can be person to survive with the other one. Different financial markets do not move in the same way at the same time. At the various points in the market cycle, different type of investment or asset classes, such as cash, fixed income, and equities, will lead or lag. They may respond differently to changes in environment factors, inflation, the outlook for corporate earnings, and the changes in interest rate, for example. So when you diversify, you are better positioned to tap into opportunities across different investments as they emerge. This tends to create a smoother investment experience. How? Investment that increase in value can balance out those that are not performing well. Okay. We go to the next slide. Good. We have now, you have learned about those principles. Applying the 5 principles of success investing can help you ensure your portfolio is well positioned for the long term. You can successfully navigate temporary periods of market volatility. Like currently, businesses are not certain whether things are going to move on well. So you can easily navigate. You can take advantage of opportunities as market conditions evolve. When you understand those principles very well, like currently there are some people who are already those who have not mastered the market very well, there are some people who are selling out their businesses. You see, selling out their businesses. And if you have something with you, you have planned your thing very well, you have something, this is the time you can be important to what? Instead to boost your own. The bottom line is, when there is an inflation, you are supposed to be increasing your sales to balance the inflation. But in a situation where there is inflation, you are timing or you are in the same phase, automatically you'll go out of the market. You know why? Operation costs will become high to a level that you cannot be in position to sustain your day-to-day business. Okay. We go to the next. Yes. Let me know we are moving on well.
Yes, we are following you, sir.
Okay, good. If my speed is high, you can say something. If it is a bit low, and then you can also say something. But I hope I'm moving on well. Yeah.
Yeah, you're moderate.
So, great. So you have seen. Now we have learned about the basic principles. Now, what are the benefits of investing? You know, when you're doing something, you always know what are the benefits, what are you getting out of it later on. You see, the key benefits of investing are, we have earning long-term returns, building wealth, planning for retirement, meeting financial goals, staying ahead of inflation, like what I said. You stay ahead of even if the inflation, you're able to what? You're able to survive, having multiple income streams, then building savings. I give some brief explanation on those things. The next slide. Again, just the next. Yes, there. Long-term returns. If you invest in the right place, there is a lot of potential for long-term returns. One of the main benefits of investing is that the money you invest has the potential to grow substantially substantially over time, rather than just putting your money into a saving account to save for the future. Investing it can be a much smarter way to make your money work for you. You see? Go back, go back. Yes. However, different types of investment can generate different levels of what? Of returns. You see, not all the type, all the investment generate different levels of return. Of course, different type of investment generate different types of what? Of return over a long period of time. So I'm just going to be brief a bit with the explanation so that I can cover a lot of things. After all, the notes are going to be shared with you. Then number 2, build wealth. In addition to earning enough money to cover your basic needs and prioritizing money management, investing your money in a variety of assets can be a great way to potentially build your wealth. If you start investing now, just imagine how much money you would save up by the time you reach retirement. This is all due to the beauty of compound interest. You see? Compound interest is essentially the interest you earn on interest. As an example, you invest in $100 and it earns a fixed rate of 5% each year. This means that by the end of the first year, you will have 105. While that might not seem like that big of a deal, you have to look at the bigger picture. In 25 years, that 100 will have turned into 340 without having to do anything at all. That's the beauty of what? Of investing. That amount that I put there is just for illustration purposes. Keep in mind that not every investment provides a steady interest rate every year. While a high-yield saving account can earn you a steady but small amount of interest over time, the return of stock and the other assets will fluctuate with the market. The next benefit, yes, plan for retirement early enough. The next benefit is planning for retirement. One of the best ways to invest in yourself and your future is to start a retirement fund. Whether you want to retire when you are 70 years or 50, it is imperative to start saving for retirement as early as possible. And the one way you can do that is by investing. Investing can help you grow savings so you may be able to actually achieve those retirement dreams of spending your golden years on a tropical island somewhere. You see? Mind you, when you have money at an old age, life becomes very sweet. Very sweet. But when you are broke or you don't have cash, even your children will refuse to come and stay near you because you will become a burden to them. You see? So let us, from DC training, if you have not been planning for your retirement, make sure you start. Next, meet your personal and financial goals. Another important reason to invest is that it can help you achieve your personal and financial goal. It doesn't matter if you want to accomplish these goals in the next few years or in the next few decades. Investing can be a great way to grow your money so you have the financial freedom to achieve them. When you look at those things that you see, we have college fund. You can start keeping money aside for your children. The best way to save money. For example, if you just got married, before that child of yours reaches P7 or P8, make sure you already have something that can push him through his secondary life and even up to the time he graduates. The most embarrassing things in life, or as a father or as a mother, is when you are unable to take care of your what? Of your child school fees. It can help you achieve your what? Home ownership. You don't want landlords to disturb you all the time. With investment, it can help you what? Achieve your goal of staying on your own, or even become also a landlord and they start disturbing people. When the money is coming to an end, you know that something is coming. You also plan for vacation. Investing can help you make you financially stable, because when you have investments, money is coming from all directions. So generally, you're financially stable. So when you start investing, the benefit is that you'll be financially stable in the long run. No matter what, you'll always have something to have. Now, next. Stay ahead of inflation. Investing also has the potential to allow you to stay ahead of inflation by growing your money. By investing your money, you may be giving yourself more buying power. That is, as long as your investment are beating the rate of inflation. The rate of inflation can vary each year, so it is important to find that investment that generates enough return to outperform inflation. As the cost of living increases each year, and it becomes more difficult to afford even basic needs. For our case, we don't even use gas. There are so many people who are using gas, and even housing. Those years, you can rent a house, you can get a house of 150 pounds, 150 pounds or 500. Today, I don't think if there is a house of 10,000, unless very far away from the town. You see, so when you have one of the benefits is that even if life increases, things are tough, you can always navigate. Investing can be a good way to combat this, so you continue to have enough money to cover your living expenses. What we should keep in mind that whether we are working or not, our basic needs must always be what? Must always be met. You need to eat, you need to dress up, you need to sleep in a very nice, or you even need medical in case you fall sick. So this you can even person to do it when you plan well. So that is one of the benefits. So the benefit of investing is that you will have multiple streams of income. The best part about, go to the next, Veda. The best part about investing is that you have the potential to make money without even leaving your home. You see this? With investing, you can generate multiple streams of income right from your home. Just imagine how nice it would be to know you are making money as you sit and watch TV on your couch. I just want to give you a simple example. Last week I did something. Within 30 minutes, just seated on my in my room and taking tea. I sold the 100 books, just seated. 100 pieces of books, just seated in my house. You see? That is making what? Making use of your brain and then throwing things here and there. I was able, within 30 minutes, I was able to sell around 100 books. So that is the beauty. Earning passive income is a smart move for everyone, but there are many ways you can consider investing to make passive income. So it is important to choose one that you feel confident is right for you. Some ideas for passive income may include I did not put the example there, but there are many ways that you can increase your savings. So another benefit is that you have what? Savings to fall back on. Like I was saying, at the end of the day, everyone wants to have savings that they can fall back on. Things can happen unexpectedly. You can lose your job and you have to move, and all of a sudden, dealing with the financial turmoil that you have never experienced. As stressful this may be, having sufficient saving can help you navigate these unexpected life situations. For example, Juba, especially during weekend, you find people driving anyhow. Maybe you are coming from work. All of a sudden, hey, you are knocked. Maybe you become paralyzed. Of course, some NGOs are lenient. They can allow you work. If you are lucky, if you land on a very good NGO, they can give you salary for 1 whole year without you working. If you're unlucky, you can only be allowed free salary for 3 months. When those 3 months are over, your position is advertised, you fall back home. That's the time when you don't have savings. In the next 6 months, people will lose you. Why? Because you are used to money, you are used to getting something. Every day you want to take some bottle of soda. For those who like one for you, one for me, you say, please, I want to take some bottle of beer. There is a money which is coming. That life will no longer be there. You find stress comes in, high blood pressure enters, depressions, the person dies. All those would have been avoided if the person has what? Has some investment and has something in place. So savings help you to fall back in case of uncertainties. We cannot predict things, but things can happen. But if you have saving, the benefit is that you will always fall back on your savings. If you invest well and something happens, you will always have a fallback position or an option where to pick from. So at the end of the day, everyone wants to have savings that they can fall back on. Things can happen, like that's what I've already said. So having sufficient saving can help you navigate and bounce back when things did not work in a very way that you plan. So here's next slide. Next. In summary, there are numerous reasons to invest. Investing can help you build your wealth so you can feel more financially secure. Investing can help you plan for retirement and achieve your personal and financial goals. Investing can be a great way to stay ahead of inflation and earn multiple streams of income. But overall, investing can be a way for you to earn substantial saving that you can fall back. We all want to feel secure and comfortable when it comes to our finances, and investing could be the only way you can achieve that. So now that you are more familiar with the benefits of investing, why it is important? Start investing as soon as possible. You have now learned the benefits. You know the basic principles. From here, you start something. You start an investing. So how do you start investment? How? You see? How to start an investment. So create an investment plan, lay out a course of action before investing. Now, in case you have decided in your mind that from tomorrow or from next month, you want to start investing, need to do this. Number one, set your goals. If you haven't done it yet, set your goals. Write both your short-term and the long-term goals and make sure they are realistic and actionable. You see, do not plan for something that you know that they are not realistic. For example, you say you want to buy a plot in Tongping. When you very well know that you don't have the cash, that will become unrealistic what? Unrealistic goal. Unless you already have the plot and you want to build. Of course, you know there you can easily get somebody. You can lease to someone and that person can build and he gets something. But you know that you don't have a plot there. You even don't have the money, then you say you want to have a plot in that location because it is very lucrative. That is being unrealistic. So you have to write down both your short-term and the long-term goals and make sure they are realistic and they actionable. Number two, you start early. Waiting to save and invest can be hazardous to your wealth. The sooner you get started, the sooner your money can get to work. And the longer you wait, the more difficult it will be to reach your goals. You see? You start investing early. You start one of the point is to start early. Number three, consider how time affects risk. Time we go to the next slide, Bida. Yes, consider how time affects risk. Time in the market is the key when you invest. The longer you have to reach your goal, the more risky you can generally afford to take because your investment have more time to benefit from up markets and to recover from down ones. That's why being more aggressive and taking more risk makes sense. You see, there are times of the year where investing becomes a bit tricky. So always consider those times. Monitor certain periods. There are some guys who only invest or only do businesses during Christmas periods. Why? Because they know that during Christmas period, market is good because people want to buy during Christmas period, during Easter, during certain period of time. So time in the market is the key when you invest. The longer you have to reach your goal, the more risk. So it's always good to be aggressive and take more risk. Makes sense. The further you are from your goal. As your goal gets closer, it's typically a good idea to shift your investment to more stable or conservative investment to protect against losses. Always be on the loop. It is not a crime to change to another business. When you see that the other business is not doing well, you monitor, and then you see the one which is what doing well. And this one can only be possible when you have like more than one type of investment, because you can be possible to compare and contrast. Number 4, think about risk. In all those things, you should do what? Think about risk. When investing, some people tend to focus on how much they can make and they not think about how much they can afford to lose. One thing we should understand is that when you are still monitoring or when you are still seeing the market can look very lucrative. It is just like you are seeing people making money, you may think it is easy. There's no risk in it. But when you come now on the ground and you start putting the actual practical part of it, you realize that sometimes it may be okay, or sometimes you may even lose money. So when creating your plan, think about risk, focus, measure your risk capacity. The reality of investing is that market go up and they also go down. Virtually any investment involves some level of risk. That's why you hear words like business is a risk, business is a risk. I hope you've been hearing that several times. So it is very important that new investors understand how they feel about risk. This will help you decide if you want to invest conservatively, moderately, or aggressively. There's something called investor's profile that can help you figure out, to know you as an individual, your risk tolerance. Deciding how much risk you are willing to take is one of the first and the most important steps. For example, if you are starting the business with the loan, you have collected a loan, always put in your mind that in case the business does not work, will I be possible to pay back? In case the business does not work, will I be possible to pay that money from another source? Or will a friend or a family member be possible to bail me out in case things don't go the way it is, the way I planned it, or the way I planned them? So think about risk and always have a plan B of mitigating the risk, especially if you know that the risk can be that can jeopardize your life or your well-being. Number 5. Next slide. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I think we have always been hearing about these words. Don't put your eggs in one basket. By mixing different kind of investment that don't go up and down at the same time, you will reduce the amount of risk you are taking. This is the idea behind diversifying your investments. Diversifying broadly means you have exposure to different kinds of investment at the different sectors of the market by not chasing performance or trying to time the market. You will decrease the odds of making mistakes. So always do not put all your eggs in one basket. You have to have a diversity. And in case the other one does not go well, you have somewhere to stand. By mixing different kind of investment, don't go up and down at the day. Yeah. So number 6. In one of your plans, minimize fees and the taxes. In case you want to open a business in a particular location, like here, you know, in Juba, places like Munuki, Customs, Konyo, those are areas where Juba City Council is operating. Munuki Payam is, those other Payam, the other side, they're also coming to collect taxes. So you must have an idea how much these people are when you're going to start a business in one of those locations. It should be important to know how much they're going to charge. This way will help you. While you can know or control the markets, you can estimate costs and the taxes in advance. You see, you need to consider those ones in advance. Take steps to minimize both. With investing, it's not just how much you don't always get more by pushing higher fees. In fact, the odds are against it. And who likes to pay more in taxes? Use low-cost investment and they take advantage of tax smart strategies. Once you have a plan in place, you should monitor your investment and rebalance your portfolio. For example, sorry about that. You see? Can you see that table? You see that table? This is a cost of registering a company in Juba. In case you want to have a company, that is what? That is an estimate. You realize that you have, first of all, certificate of incorporation. This one I did not include like the constitution, because the constitution, at least a lawyer has to draft it for you. I did not include the cost for constitution and even the lawyer's fees here. This one I've just included prices of one certificate of incorporation in case you're opening a company, because these are the basic items. Certificate of incorporation, certificate of incorporation, which equals 100,000. Okay, these two lines here, the one which is all in SSP is when all the shareholders are national or South Sudanese. The second line, or the last one, is when one or two of the shareholders is a foreign national. The charges are not the same. So, certificate of incorporation, if it is a national company, if all the shareholders are South Sudanese, they charge 100,000. Chamber of Commerce membership certificate for South Sudanese is 70. Foreign national, if there's a shareholder who is a foreign national, they charge 80. Operation license, 153,000. Now, I want to explain something here. For example, if you register your company and you have not, you stopped somewhere, you did not reach up to the level of operation license. Of course, when you have the certificate of incorporation, you can be in person to work, but you cannot open an account. You cannot open a bank account with it. Now, you wait maybe after 1 year, you did not get the operation license. By the time you want to go and get the operation license, that amount will be multiplied by 2. That amount will be multiplied, that 150 will be multiplied by 2, because it will be what? A fine. The tax identification TIN or tax identification number or TIN is free. But of course, you need something, some amount to facilitate those people. It's supposed to be free, but they will at least, if you are lucky, they will take between 10 to 20,000 SSP. And then it's stamp approval. If all the shareholders are South Sudanese, they will only need what? 15,000. If there is a foreign national in it, stamp approval, they will charge you $100. So, in case you want to start a business and you want to register a company, those are the costs, those are the amount that's the amount that you must have. With today's exchange rate, that is around $350. You add amount for the lawyer who will be drafting your constitution, maybe 150. So roughly, you'll have 500 to 600. That is just for registration of your company. But if you are starting a business like any other shop, no, we are not going to register it, we are not going to have it. At least you must know, one, your trading license, you'll have to pay. It depends on the size of the business, because that one, they just look at it. If you are lucky, they can charge you 30,000. If you're unlucky, they can even, it is not fixed. On top of this, for the company case, every month, you know that you are paying garbage fee. There's something they call beautification fee, and so forth. So, which means before even you start opening your shop or start running around, you know that you must have at least $1,000 so that you don't pay other additional things when you are caught. So to avoid those things, always have estimate or minimize the fees by knowing at hand how much you are supposed to pay. There's no way you can do it completely, because the company is always the company. They will come for it. Yes, Bida, next. Yes. We have learned a lot of things, the basics of investment. So finally, creating the right investment plan is a lot easier if your financial life is organized. Set goals, get invested, stay on track, get your financial life in order, find the right asset allocation for you. Keep learning. There are a lot of books. There are colleagues. We can guide and give advice where necessary. Those are the main or the brief things I've said regarding basic investment in this. Now, we conclude by this on this topic. We go to the next. We go to the next slide, please.
Bida seem not to be there.
Bida, are you there? So now, there are things that you must, investment that you must avoid by all means. Number one, get rich schemes. Kindly avoid this idea of depositing an amount of money to generate more cash. We have many, there are many online, many online. Many schemes, I believe, I know most of some of our colleagues might have fallen out victims of this. You bring 500. In the next 1 week, you are getting a certain amount of money. Always avoid those get rich schemes. Why? Because you cannot guarantee them. What they do is like a syndicate. Syndicate is that like people can gang up, like 10 people. 10 people can gang up and they come up with something, they generate a certain idea. For you who is new, that member will say, oh, I made this money. The main idea is to convince more people to come into their schemes. As soon as they get a certain amount of money and they realize that the government is realizing them, from nowhere, they just disappear. There are many in Uganda, others disappeared. There were 2 which were here in Juba, I think. Went with the people's money. So this get rich scheme, something popular, somebody telling you, oh, do this, bring this, put this, it will generate for you some income. Kindly avoid, otherwise you will lose what? You will lose money. Another thing is investment you know nothing about. If you have no idea, you don't know anything about the investment, please do not risk your money. Kindly research first before risking your money. By the way, it is easier to give money out, but difficult to recover it. So any investment that you know nothing about, never indulge yourself in
Hey,
it.
Patrick, excuse me, Patrick.
Yes.
I seem to be getting like 2 audios from your side. Looks like, are you on 2 different devices?
Not really.
Oh, okay. I was getting some sort of reflection. I don't know what the cause was.
No, it's just the phone.
Okay, you can proceed. You can proceed now.
Yeah. So I was saying, investment you know nothing about, never indulge yourself in it, because you will just lose your money for no good reason. And like I said, once money is lost, it is difficult to recover. Difficult to recover. Number 3, investment that you cannot afford. See, there are certain investments, they look good, but you cannot afford it. Do not go for an investment you cannot afford. Do not get a loan that will be disastrous. Because at the end of the day, the lender will come for his money. Whether you like it or not, the lender will come for his money. You see? So investment that you cannot afford, just leave it, or you plan for something you can easily start with, then you progress from there. After all, Rome was not built in what? In a day. Number 4, gambling. Just because some few people are lucky, do not think you will be lucky to succeed too. Currently, there's one of the guys who is at home. Why? Because the sister gave him money, school fees. The guy thought that he could do something fast with the money before he can go to school. He went gambling. The money went. He disappeared from home for 3 days. Only to come back and say, the money was taken. So stop gambling. Gambling is very dangerous. Okay, there are some people who are, but it is not. Even the Bible does not encourage. So some people look at it as a source of survival. Avoid gambling. Do something which is realistic, or which is realistic. Number 5. Okay, this one you cannot completely avoid it, but the number should be limited, especially when you're doing partnership with the friends. There has to be 2 or 3 friends. Any business that involves many people, well, still with the relatives, the likelihood of survival is almost 0. Why? Because supervision become a bit difficult, because all of you know each other. For the case of relatives, they will say, even if I squander this money, there is nothing can be done to me. After all, he is my brother, he is my sister. So if there is a way, avoid partnerships with the many friends, relatives. The best business that can easily succeed is when there are less than 5 people. Okay, there are others which have succeeded, but with a lot of up and down, the stress is always high. We have guys who started very well as partners, but at the end of the day, the thing couldn't work. The thing couldn't work. The reason is because each time we say, let's so and so take charge, let's so and so take charge, to find leadership becomes what? Difficult. For now, if there are questions, they are welcome before we go to the next topic. Thank you very much for listening. I know at least, yes, I can see the Kajol hand is already up.
Great. Thank you so much, Patrick, for your time. I think we can take a few questions and then we can go for a break. And then we come and finish the rest. Yes, Yeka.
Yes, thank you, Vida. My first question, like last time, we learned about savings, and today we are learning about investment. What is the difference between the savings and investment? Then, like if I'm saving, I thought maybe saving, yes, you put the money to the account, then when you have that saving accounts, how can I calculate my interest once I've saved money. The second one is the immediate that we should avoid, we must avoid in investment, like partnership with friends and relatives. So recently, I need business. I want to start my business. Then I have Patrick who has experience. Then we have to share, I have to consult him so that we link me with the wholesalers. Is this one also partnership or this is different? Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And Rejoice, your hand is up.
Yes. I have a question. Like we have seen like how much it costs like to have certificate of opening a company or a shop. And I'm just asking, like, if you want to like start an NGO, like national NGO, what are some of the certificates that needs for you to operate an NGO national?
Okay, that one there I can answer. That one there I can answer. For you to start an NGO, you just need your constitution and then the tax identification number, which is free, and then the certificate is $200. And if you are using a lawyer, and then you just need to pay the lawyer a service fee for drafting the constitution and stuff. So roughly $300 can do.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
No worries. Chol Mading.
Yes, boss.
You're welcome.
It is raining at my side here.
Sorry, you're in Juba?
It will make noise at the background. But
are you in Juba?
My question is, no, I'm in the countryside.
Oh, okay.
I left Juba a few days ago.
Okay.
My question is here. I don't know if I will ask it after we are done with the side hustle, because it is a general question which involves both the investment, which is the theoretical aspect, and the side hustle. The example of side hustle one is like that. So my question goes like this. Now, we all know our current economic and political situation. It makes investment a little bit hard, if not all, completely hard. What investment opportunities, especially sustainable ones, that are there for people who know a little capital to start in South Sudan, particularly in areas like Juba?
Yeah, perfect. Excellent and very important question. Very, very, I love that question. Peter Dada, you are.
First of all, I would like to thank the moderator. I would like to know what are the differences between investment and investors. 2, and also donation and grant. Those words really confuses me. Thank you.
Okay then. Okay then. Thank you so much, Peter Dada. And Patrick, you can answer the questions.
Okay. Thank you very much. The first question from Yeka in Ye is what is the difference between savings and investment? And then how can you calculate your interest in saving? Did you put that question down? I think that is it's. Yes. Yeka, like I said, investment is an asset. You're getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you, sir.
Yes. Investment, from the beginning, we said investment is an item or an asset that is acquired with the purpose of generating income or appreciation, which means an item that you buy with the purpose of generating more income out of it. Then saving, this is part of your money or an amount that is set aside for future purposes or for future use. You can be getting, currently you are doing business, that's good. You made some small profit. You say, now this money of mine, I want to keep it aside. That is the saving. So that in case there's something which comes up tomorrow, you can be in position to get that money for covering it up. How do you know your interest? That one depends on the type of saving that you involve in. Not all savings generate interest. Not all savings generate interest. In fact, even some savings, at the end of the day, even the money can be important to reduce. Why? Because the bank takes something small out of it. But if you save in circles do not take anything out of it. They only take withdrawal charge. When you're withdrawing, they take something small. So that is the difference. Investment is an asset that you buy, that you acquire with the purpose of generating more income. Meanwhile, saving is money set aside to cater for other things or other needs that may arise. You can know the saving, but that will not be no longer called saving, but it will now be called a fixed deposit. When you put money in a fixed deposit, the bank will be important to tell you the rate that the interest rate that will be accumulating. For example, they say every month or every year your amount is generating a certain figure. Then you can be important to multiply that by the number of years that you have. It can be important to give you. There are some colleagues who are giving out money instead of having that cash with them. Some people come up and say, please, may lend me your money. Because it is your money, you say, you know what, at the end of the day, with the interest. You can say, per month, you are giving me 10%. You are paying back 10%. So, for example, when you have 1,000, you know that at the end of the month, that is going to pay you back with it. 10% it will be 1,100. Your last question was, for example, if you link, like for example, I'm in Cuba, and of course I've been linking some people up with some businessmen here. Am I your partner? No, I'm not your partner. Because a partner become a person whom you are sharing the business together. At the end of the day, he also getting what? When it is share of losses or share of profit, he is what? Forget. But somebody who links you up is not your what? Is not your partner. He is helping you to say because he is helping you to there's some noise. Eh? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, getting you, Patrick.
Okay, good. If you are getting me, then that's great. Yeah. So, yeah, I believe you now you are satisfied with the answer, at least.
Yes, thank you.
So the next question is, what are the investment opportunities that one can undertake in Juba or South Sudan generally? There are very many investment opportunities in South Sudan that one can do. Depends on one, the amount of money that you have. If you have some cash now right now with you. Number two, it depends also on your strength and the capacity. For example, currently, the demand for accommodation is high in Juba. I know that one is very huge. It requires a huge what? A huge sum of money. But investment in plots is a very good one. Investment in schools. Currently, the current schools in Juba cannot be imposed on to what? To accommodate all the children that are in the country. Investment in when you move, I just want to give a simple example. When you move from Saint Kizito up to Gure, currently there is no place for ice cream. It used to be Comrades. Comrade is on and off. There was one by name in near Eden Commercial Bank. Marcos is no longer there. You can invest in training. There are no proper cafes. If you have the cash, you can open up internet cafe and even train people. As long as you have the capital, you open the place, you can employ people. People will always come and they do work for you. There are many. There are many investment opportunities that one can venture into in Juba. There's another investment opportunity that can work, but it is a bit tricky. That one is debt financing. For example, somebody, here people don't pay cash. Most from the experience that I have, people borrow your money, but they don't pay. In Uganda, it is working well. Somebody borrow money, there's a company that will come and if that person doesn't want to pay, there's a company that will come and they claim that money and they collect that money on behalf of the what? On behalf of the lender. And then the person get profit out of it. So even a bigger investment. I don't want to be. One of the biggest investment that one can have, that people will say, what is 2000? Currently in Juba, there is no proper mortuary. Yeah? Are you getting me? Funeral home. There is no proper, there's no funeral home in Juba. And that's also one of the business opportunities. If one has money, somebody can be important to what? To venture into. And the many other things, many other opportunities that one can venture into.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. I think just like you stated in the beginning, what is very important is to know where you are, and then you research in that location, and then you also see what capital you have, and then venture into even existing businesses. You can still tap into that. You see what these Habash and the Eritreans do in Juba. Like you find they don't care whether there's a shop in the location or not. They just as long as they find an open shop, they just open their business. And you find, especially with issues to do with these things that people buy daily, your business can go.
So there are many opportunities, and there are some many examples that I have included in that part of Ohazo. When we reach there, it will be important to see them. And then the next one is, what is the difference between a donation and grant? A donation is something given for charity, more especially money. Donation, something given for charity. For example, you can decide to donate you hear that there's an incident which has taken place somewhere. You can decide to donate your clothes. You can donate food items, something for charity. Then a grant is a sum of money given to government or an organization for a particular purpose. You write, for example, you write a proposal. Even some businesses are also funded. You write a proposal that my proposal is going to cost this much. Some philanthropists somewhere can decide to fund that proposal. That is a grant, which means it is meant for a particular purpose. At the end of the day, the person who has given you may ask for report or he may not. But a donation is just something given for charity. Whether the person uses it in a right way or not, that is what. There's no proper. Sometimes they don't even follow up. What they know they have given you. So those are the difference. Donation is something given for charity, especially money, food items, or even non-food items. But grant is sum of money given by maybe a foreign company, by foreign organization, by foreign country, or even just within for a specific purpose. Maybe grant to fund a road, grant to fund a school project, grant to fund a child-friendly spaces. So that is the difference. I hope you got the difference now.
Yes, I've got now. Remain investment and investors.
Aha. Investment, I've given the definition. Unless, like I said, investment is you buying something for purpose of generating more profits or more income out of it. Meanwhile, an investor, we have been hearing about investor. An investor is an individual or an organization that gives money to another person or organization hoping to see a future profit. The person can decide to say, we are giving you this money, run for us this project. At the end of the day, we need somewhat profits out of it. I just want to give you a simple example. We have Zen in the country, we have MTN. MTN has many master agents, sub-dealers, where we fall. So, MTN gives some amount to another person, or in form of airtime, and say, please go sell this to whoever you are doing it, and they bring for me this amount of money. So an investor is an individual who gives money to another person, or even not giving money, but you put money to generate for you something. So the person doing that become an investor. Like you hear our main investor currently in South Sudan, who comes, the owner of Zedco, Ezra. He's a big investor. Those one who are getting, who are enjoying the power, they are paying every day. You are paying what? You are paying for power. He's getting money out of it. He has injected some money. He has subcontracted some company, Zedco, to generate money for him at the end of the day. So he has invested this money with an intention that at the end of the day, he will be in position to generate some cash in South Sudan. So he is an investor, somebody who gives out money with the purpose of generating more money or generating future profit out of it. I hope that is clear. Who was that who asked? It was a lady, right?
It was Peter.
Oh, it was Peter. So Peter, I think I've got the point.
I've got, yes. Thank you for the clarification, because those are the doubts that really I'm casting on.
You find somebody calling, hey, we're expecting an investor, we're investing an investor is somebody who is expected to be having money, and he's coming to what? To change things. Though at the back of their mind, at the back of his mind, at the end of the day, he has what? He has to make profit out of it. Yeah. And he cannot do alone. He has to do it with some people and the people are done to generate the money. He just monitor, bring his things here and there. End of the day, he's getting his profits, and then something out of it. I think those are all the questions. Unless there's another one that I've left out, you can still remind me.
Let's speed up. We are about to complete the whole 4 hours.
We're just, the other topic is very short. I just made it short one. Eh? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I think.
Continue.
Okay, good.
That is a good news if it is a short session.
So we're going to start with the side hustle. We are going for side hustle now. Bida, can you share the slide for side hustle?
Yes, I have shared. Are you not seeing the screen?
Great. So now we have been hearing, I am a hustler, I am this, I am that, I am this. Can somebody try in his or our own words what a hustler is all about? Hello, can anybody try to attempt or say something what a hustler is all about? Okay, for the sake of time, let us try to define what a hustle is all about. You know, this thing started since. So, since its inception in the human language, hustle has carried distinct energy. It has meant different things to different people. The original term derived in the late 1600s from a Middle Dutch word, haslen, a verb meaning to shake things up. But over the first few years, the word hustle has evolved from a dirty word meaning to steal or to con to an inspirational, catch-all verb meaning to make something happen or to push forward in spite of odds or obstacle in one's way. Therefore, hustle can be defined as a decisive movement towards a goal, an opportunity that brings in benefits in form of cash or favor. So in a simple term, we say a hustle is a decisive movement towards a goal. Today you can decide that I want to get something, or I want to make money, or I want to get employed. You start moving aggressively. You see, for example, if you want to get employed somewhere, you start seriously looking for a job, trying to get all those connections, and making sure that you succeed by all means. So, what is a side hustle? Next. A side hustle is an additional employment opportunity outside of a person's full-time job that provides supplement income. For example, you have a saloon, a chapati place, a dobi shop, or a grocery shop that brings in an additional money. That is a side hustle, which means you're working somewhere, you have your main job, but you have some of those small things that generate or bring for you some money. That is called a side hustle. A small business that a person pursues alongside another, usually more stable job, to earn an additional income. That is what side hustle. What are the benefits of a side hustle? Having a solid budget, okay, improving ability to budget. You see, With the side hustle, having a solid budget is a cornerstone of ways to improve your financial health. But getting that budget in a place can be challenging when man is tight, and it is a struggle to make ends meet each month. You see, when you're working, the money obviously may not be enough. But if you have a side hustle that has the potential to bring in extra income, creating a little wiggle room in your budget, creating a realistic budget may be easier with some more benefits each month. Because, for example, you're getting $500 every month. You have some tight budgets. Getting some extra money from maybe your salon, or you have a border, which is somebody using, bringing for you some money. That side business can help you to improve your ability to budget. You can be in person to meet your budget. Number 2, next, side hustle can help you develop skills that translate to other areas. Because in most cases, when you're doing a side hustle, these are things that you have never done before. So you'll be in person to learn new skills in unexpected. Learning new skill is one of the more unexpected benefits of a side hustle. If a side hustler is starting to drive a ride share, for instance, they may get a crash course in accounting as they learn to manage this income stream. Or if a side hustler gig is working weekend at a local cafe, they could develop important customer service skills. They normally wouldn't cultivate it at their job. You see, the side hustle will help you develop some more skills. In other words, taking on additional work endeavor can help you develop a more robust toolkit for future endeavors. So another benefit is that you improve another thing is that number 3, before we go to the third one. Yes, improving income and financial stability. Most people start side hustle to earn extra cash, and that benefit can't be overstated. Additionally, monthly income can help give side hustlers a sense of financial stability. It could translate into less stress when the bills are due, or even create a little for the future. With the surplus cash in budget, it may be time to set up a financial plan if you haven't already. While it may be tempting to have fun, spending the extra money, those funds could be put to work to help you build more money. So side hustle can help you improve your income and make you financially stable. Number 4, side hustle can help you building a stronger work ethics. Side hustle can be fun, but they are still a job. Spending more hours working can enhance your work ethics. After all, you are devoting what others might consider leisure time to a pursuit that will uplift your financial health. You should recognize your dedication and bask in the self-confidence both you get along with additional cash. So it helps you build strong work ethics, because number 5, the speed is too high, right? Improving time management. Yeah, improving time management skills. You know that side hustle is done side by side with your what? With your main work. So side hustle can help you manage your time, because It may be obvious to some, but taking on a side hustle means taking on more working hours. That's translated into fewer free hours in the day, which means a side hustle can be a crash course in time management skills, as well as a cash management know-how. With the more responsibility on your plate, you will likely get more much adept at being on time, meeting deadlines, and knowing how to pack in leisure activities. When you have a side hustle, you are always on the move because you want to catch up with the time. And by so doing, you become skilled in time management, and that's one of the benefits. You can be in person to meet your deadlines. You can be in person to catch up with whatever you're doing at work, and also be in person to meet your customers outside here. Allowing you to put more into savings account, because when you have some side hustle to help you pay off outstanding debts or save for an upcoming trip, but earning can be used to build up savings. So that money that you're getting from your side hustle can help you to put up some other expenses. And then that money that you're getting from your main source of income can be put directly into savings. This can help you develop and help increase your amount at the end of the day. So side hustle is one of the important things that can improve or put more money into your savings account. So allowing you to better prepare for an emergency. When you have a side hustle, but we move to the next. One of the benefits of a side hustle is the ability to grow an emergency fund faster. As noted above, one immediate need are met in a budget. Extra cash from a side hustle could go into a saving account or help you grow your emergency cash supply. Every day, emergency comes in. Every day. So financial experts typically advise having at least 3 to 6 months worth of basic living expenses set aside in an early access account. This gives you a very good cash cushion if an unexpected medical or household expenses crops as if you were to lose your job. An emergency fund can definitely help provide a sense of calm in this way. So when you have a side hustle that can generate for you some more income in case of any other thing, you can be in position to find your way out of it. Number 8. Number 8. Yes. Allowing you to pay debt quicker. In case you have taken some debts, a higher interest debt is eating away at your paycheck. You know, sometimes, like where I was working before, EcoBank came to the office and they said, please, you guys, in case you need something, EcoBank is there to give you the money and they will deduct from your salary. For example, if you're getting 1,500 every month, they will be deducting what? They will be deducting 500. Even at the end of the day, you come back home with the 1,000. So if you have a side hustle, even if you have collected some cash somewhere, that money can be in position to help you clear your debts easily. So it can help you offset that gap. So side hustle is important because it will help you to pay your debt very quickly. Using some income from a side hustle to pay off debts could lead to paying it off faster, or at least relieving some of the pressure around your budget. You know, everything that you earn, you always have what? A budget around it. Even that money that you have collected, you have planned that it should help you in another way. So having an extra side hustle will help you clear the debt very fast. Number 9. Yes. We go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, the next slide here is improving ability to reach your financial goals. Better? Yeah. Okay, don't worry. It may sound small. The next point is improving ability to reach your financial goals. It may sound small to some, but even an extra $100 a month can help side hustlers as they work to reach their financial goals. For example, if you are planning a vacation in the next year, but don't have enough surplus in your budget to save for it, you could take on a seasonal work and you put the paycheck towards the vacation. Without the work, you might have not been able to take the vacation. Bida, we are moving, huh? Oh, Bida is off. Number 10, allowing you to, guys, don't worry, later on you are going to get all the slides. Eh? I think Bida is not hearing me somehow. And then number 10, guys, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah.
We are getting you.
Number 9 is
online, but I don't know.
Yeah. Number 9 is improving your ability to reach your financial goals. Like I was saying, it may sound small to some, but even an extra $100 a month can help side hustlers as they work to reach a financial goal. For example, if you are planning a vacation in the next year, but don't have enough surplus in your budget to save for it, you could take on a seasonal work and you put the paycheck towards the vacation. Without the work, you might not be able to take the vacation. Beyond simple saving a goal, a side hustle can help you work towards financial goal like saving for down payment or putting more money into retirement. Next. This is the most important thing, is allowing you to expand your network. And this is one of the less discussed benefits of side hustle is the ability to meet new people and expand your network. Whether a side hustle is related to your day job or is something completely different, you are bound to meet new people, you see, and create new connections. You see, currently, most of the businesses are got through connections, you see. While it may seem trivial or small, connection can lead to many benefits, including more work, new friends, or a new career opportunities. So side hustle help you to expand your network. And finally, the opportunity to do something you love. You see, when you do something as a side hustle, at the end of the day, it will become something that you love. A side hustle bring in more money, but it can also reignite someone's passion for a hobby or activity because it's outside their day job and not their primary source of income. You can experiment with turning a personal interest into an income source. If you don't enjoy your side hustle, it can feel exhausting, but working on something you love might not even feel like work. For example, a nurse might love quitting their job off time and decide to open a shop. If they were already using their spare time for family and friends, they can keep doing what they love and making a profit out of it. It's a win-win situation. Who knows? Side hustle becomes a person's main job over time, and their network and the skills can grow. So those are some of the benefits of side hustle. I know there are many, but they're important. That's why I have decided to put them there. So now, we have example of some side hustle that you can do to earn some extra cash. You see? I hope you have been seeing some of these things in Juba. Delivery food and groceries. You can decide to what? Even if you don't have a restaurant, by the way, it is very, even if you don't have a restaurant yourself. If you have a motorbike, you can decide, you can agree with the hotel owner or somebody who has some groceries. You go and look for the market. You go and look for the market, and then you deliver. You get your point. You get your difference. Another example of a side hustle is you can start a personal blog. This one you have been saying, especially like this Nigerian, somebody trying to do kits or a skit. Personal blog, when it is done well, it can bring for you what? Some extra cash. Tutoring as a side hustle. You see, you can conduct training on some particular topics and they do what? Get some cash out of it. Then online freelancing. Can do online freelancing. You get some money out of it. If you have a car, you are not using it, you can put your car on rent. Put your car on rent and they make money. We have deliveries for some companies. There are some companies who cannot do all the deliveries themselves. You get connections and say, please, in case there are orders, they can give for you a slot. They can say from this time to this time, you are the one doing the deliveries. And you make some money out of it. For those who have houses, you can lease your house for rent or room for rent and you make something. We have buy and resell stuff. You've been seeing this. You can have your product, or you even don't have some product, but you be always on the look. For example, always be alert on new products coming into the market. For example, when these lamps, there are some mosquito lamps, which were there before. Before people could know, before many people could venture into it, I made some good cars out of them. These mosquito lamps. Immediately I saw it online. I connected someone in Uganda and I brought them in Juba because nobody was doing it or nobody was selling what nobody was into the business. I was able to make what? At least some kind of some cars. When many people came into the business, I leave it. You see? So always be on the look. Have some product. You can create stuff to sell. You can create a stuff to sell. It could be something that is existing or something general, something new. Like there are some guys who are doing great right now. I really like their initiative. These guys who are doing the biodigester. Instead of the other sewage, which costs a lot of money, their digester is very effective and it is pocket friendly, and they're getting something out of it. You see, so they are being what? They are being creative. Number 10, you can help people move. You see, you can help people move. People, even if you don't have a car or a truck, somebody who is relocating to another place, going from one house to another or from one place to another, they can call you, you transport them, and you get your what? You get your money. This will help people move into new locations. It's one of the side hustle you can easily do. As long as you have your contact, you can easily be rich and setting your what? 11 is you can be a handyman or a handy lady. There are people who are fixing fridges, fixing ACs, even broken chairs. They are fixing and they're getting money. Even these plumbers, you get a particular skills. If you have a particular skill that you can easily do, that is another side hustle. Babysitting, I know most people do not like it, but it is also one of the things you can easily do. It's a matter of agreeing with the parents that from this time to this time I will be available. It depends on the nature of the work that you are doing. There's some parents, there's some guys or ladies who are babysitting only during the daytime. Or the others, there's only to deliver. They don't babysit, but they deliver the child to the mother. During lunchtime, the child is taken there to breastfeed, and then he brings it back. They bring the baby back. He gets his money. You see? You can start streaming online, get some specific topics which are liked, you get some money out of it, then get paid for your creative talents. We have people who go and perform comedies, who go and they dance and do certain creative kind of entertainment or talents. You can get paid. You can become a personal chef. You learn how to cook a specific meal. There's one guy whom I know. He deals with, people like nyama choma. This is goat roast. He's the only deal with the roasting. He has his oven. Almost every weekend, the guy is busy. You see, he's getting his money. People call him, please. They book him, in fact, in advance. This weekend, we want you to come and cook for us. Come and they do for us nyama choma. He gets his money. But then every time he goes and they roast, he gets 20,000. He gets 20,000, and out of that 20,000, even he gets some transport. You pay him something for his movement, depending on the location. You see? So you can decide to clean houses or homes. We have these guys who have these machines for slashing around compound. Right now it is rainy season. The grass are growing very fast. You can decide to have that, advertise, people call you, and they come, you come and clear. In Uganda, there are people who wash his roof, especially those roofs which are made out of tiles. They give for you the roof of the house, and at the end of the day, they are paid money. If you are talented, you can give music lessons. We are hearing of do Zumba, salsa. If you are talented, you give those lessons, and then you are paid. There are some people who are very lazy. You do for them their task, you get paid. There are some people, they don't want to go to the market. They say, please, I want to go. I want you to go and bring for me something. You go. You have to charge something. You can become a freelance writer or a proofreader. You see? You know, you have the skills. You can proofread or you can write for certain newspapers or even for somebody. You can become a freelancer. In case the person needs some article to be written for him, you go, or you do a proofreading. It is already done. You go, you do proofread to the person, and the many other. There are actually very many side hustles that one can do. Like brokerage, there are many people who are doing brokerage. You see, the person does not have a product. He knows the person who has a product. He links you up. He's getting double. He's getting from the owner who has the product, and also he's getting something from you, the buyer. So there are many other examples. We can stop here for now. Thank you very much for listening. If there are questions, you can ask. I've made this thing just very simple so that at least one can understand the basic of side hustle and some of the examples of things that one can do to give some additional things. Otherwise, if there are questions, they are welcome. I will be in person to answer them. Thank you very much.
Wow, brilliant. Thank you so much, Patrick, for the presentation. It has been very insightful, and I've been keenly following all the key points discussed, and I must testify that I've learned a couple of new things, which I will sort of look forward to experiment, and definitely I trust that they will work out for me, especially in seeing that I launch successful investments. And like we have stated and emphasized during the training sessions, it's really very, very important that we tap into investment opportunities in this country. And we should also be able to use our skills to the fullest. There's a book that says die empty. Like there are a lot of people who have a wealth of experiences and knowledge, but then they do not share it. So as a result of that, yes, you find that there are a lot of people that would have otherwise gained from the experience and the skills. So it's important that you sell your skills and you also sell yourself. And then you should make sure that you put your finances into proper use by making investments. Like investment does not mean it has to be something big, just something that is manageable, and then you are good to go. So if you have any questions for Patrick, you can raise up your hand or you can put your questions in the chat box. Otherwise, we would like to sincerely thank you so much for your time. And of course, if you are new, these are virtual training sessions that are organized by the Excellence Foundation, and we have these sessions once every 2 weeks. So for instance, we have this one. This is the first one for the month of June. And then towards the end of the month of June, we'll also have another one on a weekend. So they usually have them on Saturdays and Sundays from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Today's session is rather long because we missed last week's session, and then we asked for your permission to see that we are able to cover up what we missed yesterday. And the presentation will be shared with you in the WhatsApp group. So if you're in the WhatsApp group, we will share the link. The presentation is uploaded to SharePoint, and then you will click on the link and you will download the presentation from SharePoint. If you don't download it, you can just read it from there and then leave it. Also, this session has been live streamed on YouTube, so you can check out YouTube at your free time and be able to review this session that has been covered. Otherwise, our next session will be on digital literacy fundamentals. You know, these days there are a lot of issues to do with computer literacy. People face issues to do with scams and stuff like that. So we'll have a somebody who is a computer science graduate and will be taking us through the basics of digital literacy. And of course, it will also be a very amazing session. The registration will be launched sometime in the week. And if you don't have any other questions, we would like to wish you the very best of your Sunday afternoon, and do take very good care of yourselves. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you. As you sum up, and we wish Patrick next time guide us on assessing the town to look at the gaps of the